Hey, we're Monk and Kelly, and this is City Connector, and we're excited because we get to play games today.
But you have to be smart to play this game. It's the city manager.
Wait a minute, what are you insinuating? Okay, I get it. I get it. And the city manager's game with a father and son team coming up on City Connector.
Arbor Place Mall and the City of Douglasville are proud to present City Connector with your hosts, Monk and Kelly. On today's show, we'll talk to Police Chief Chris Womack about the new Public Safety and Municipal Court building. Tim and Dylan Collins will be here telling us about their new City Manager game. Our musical guest today is Philip Townsend and Curtis Johnson. And as always, your chance to be on TV with the interactive community calendar. Now, please welcome the stars of our show, Monk and Kelly.
You know what?
What?
I'm going to have to play this game, and I want you to introduce these gentlemen that have created a local game, which is really kind of cool.
Well, it's a father and son, the creative geniuses behind this.
Tim and Dylan. And Tim actually,
Tim Collins and Dylan Collins.
He owns Chapel Hill News and Views, and they were sitting around probably one day and saying, hey, you know, I'm going to put together a little board game. Is that where you and your kids sat down and said, I got to come up with a board game?
We've like our family, we've played games. I mean, that's always been just a part of our whole family.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, after a while, we started kind of thinking, you know, we should invent a game or two. And so this is one that we invented, and it just really was a lot of fun. Dylan came up with a lot of the creativity.
Now it says City Manager Douglas County Edition. So does that mean that there could be other editions in different? Did you set it up that way so that you could change it from place to place?
Partially that, and we wanted people to know that it was Douglas County. I mean, that's one of the things that I think is really one of the features of the game that makes it really popular is that it has so much local, so many things of local interest. The mayor is in the game, Sheriff Phil Miller, actually Chris Womack, who was just here.
He's in the game?
He is in the game. You want him in your city.
Is he in there with pepper spray and all that other stuff that he talked about, or is he?
We wanted to put as many law enforcement officials in the game as possible, just in case something goes wrong later on. We have a kind of an in with the law enforcement. You never know.
Smart guys.
They carry the guns.
So explain how the game works. I mean, the concept of the game, and then we can get into the specifics.
Basically, you build a city. So buildings come up, like a lot of local buildings. You bid on them. You put them in your city. And then based on what you have in your city, different residents come to that city. So if you have a place that like pirates might like, you might get a lot of pirates in your city.
Yeah, like Blackbeard the Pirate's in the game.
Was he from here?
Well, no, he's not a local one. We did. I mean, we
a
added
few
some
liberties.
Yeah,
Okay.
we added some historical figures and some creative characters too. But there were like 216 cards in the game. One of them is actually a blank card. So like we're actually going to give you guys a game. So you can actually make a Monk and Kelly card and you can be in the game.
Love
which is
that.
really cool.
That'd
Yeah.
be
So,
fun.
I mean, anyone could do that when they have the blank
Yeah,
card. You
every
can be
game has
part
a blank
of the
card.
game.
Yeah, and the back of the card looks just like any other card, so you wouldn't be able to say, "Oh, here's the blank card coming up." You know.
Right.
But yeah, there's 216 cards in the game. About 100 of them are businesses, and about 80 of those are local businesses like the mall, Hudson's Hickory House, Borders is in the game.
So all the local businesses that are around here, and so the idea is to build a city and attract the cool people to your city, and then you go around the board. Is there a starting place?
Yeah,
the
the goal really, the board is actually mainly, the purpose of the board is to track your population. The object of the game is to be the person that has the first city to reach 200 people. So
Okay.
each person's trying to build their own city. And as you bid on the businesses, as you win a business to your city, it adds population depending on the business. So like Arbor Place Mall, for example, that adds like 25 population to your city. That's like an eighth of what you need for the whole game.
Sure.
Whereas, you know, like a smaller, like maybe a barber shop adds like 3 because, you know, a mall's going to attract a lot more people to a city than a barber shop.
So how do you know when the game's over?
First city to get to 200 population at the end of a round.
So what happens on your way to accumulating citizens in your city? There have to be some kind of detours, pitfalls, because all of a sudden you may have like
cities
50
don't
people.
flow smoothly.
Yeah.
Do people move out? Do they leave?
Do they have an ice storm?
There's negative people that'll come to your city. Like a lot of the pirates are not good to have in your
They're
city.
negative.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you get like Blackbeard, a lot of people might move out of the city.
Yeah,
They don't
yeah,
wanna
you
be
might actually
around
lose
Blackbeard.
like I think eight people out of your city if Blackbeard
And then you
comes.
can play cards on other people that affect their population.
Yeah.
And
There's a nuclear power plant. Like if you play that, you bid on it. If you play it on somebody else's city, their city loses 20 people because people don't really want like a nuclear power plant right in the middle of their city.
Right, yeah, in the backyard.
Yeah.
You know, off in the distance somewhere, maybe, you know.
Yeah,
To save
and
a little
the
bit
players
on
that are on
energy,
either side of that person that got the nuclear power plant played on them, their cities each lose 5 because of fear of fallout.
Oh, yeah.
but- Right, exactly.
But then
Wow.
again, they don't pay much on their utility bill.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Well, they don't need light bulbs. No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
What other things are in the game that make it uniquely Douglasville?
we got the sheriff, the mayor. We've got pretty much anything local you can think of. We have. In
Some of the
game.
events too, like the Taste of Douglasville Arts. That's an
Okay.
event. That's like an event card that changes the gameplay a little bit. September Saturdays, which is a big event in Douglas County, and that's
Yeah,
in there.
great.
City TV is in the game.
Great.
Yeah.
So, like, if you brought City TV to your town, like 100,000 people would show up because
There we go.
everybody watches
And
this
then you
I mean,
program.
it is a
instantly
good
win.
card to get. It really is. It's not one of the cards. One of the other things about the game is too that the businesses make or lose money, and so that really is one of the things that adds a lot of strategy to it because the bigger businesses lose money at the beginning of the game when the population of the city is small.
That's right.
So if you
Yeah.
have Arbor Place Mall in your city and your city only has 10 people in it, it's going to lose a lot of money. Whereas, like if you have, say, something like Jenkins Barber Shop in your city, it starts making money when your city gets over like 15 or 20 people. Whereas the mall doesn't make money until it gets over like 100 and something.
We've also
Wow.
got a lot of local celebrities in the game, like Alana Meyer, who was in the Olympics. She's
Yes.
in the
Yeah.
game.
Oh, neat.
Like we try to find as many local celebrities as we could and keep them in the
Captain
game.
Herb Emery from WSB
Yeah,
is in the
great,
game.
awesome. Now, when you use when you go for different people, say for instance, you know, Mickey is not the mayor anymore. You're going to have a new addition with a new mayor, or say the police chief decides that
I
at
don't
some
know.
point, 20,000 years from now, he wants to retire.
I mean, at some point, I guess we could redo it or have some new cards. It was such a project to do. I mean, I think that probably we made 2,500 copies of the game, and I think we'll probably stop there, maybe 10 years or so.
So
from
this
now.
is really a limited edition.
Yeah.
If you have 2,500,
Yeah.
it could be a collectible.
So where can people get it?
Borders Books is one place. A lot of the businesses, that are in the game have it for sale also. You can go, let's see, Borders,
Borders has it.
Johnny's New York Pizza.
Irish Bread Pub.
Yeah.
So if they're in the game, chances are you'll see it
Yeah.
on display in the store.
Yeah, you'll
So
see
if
it in a
you're-
lot of
yeah.
places. Medicine Shop, Pharmacy, just a whole lot of businesses that are in the game.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Have you guys played the game? Obviously, you know.
You're gonna have to play the game. You're just gonna have to play the game.
when
You
we
play the
finally,
game.
You play the game.
we're going to get you over there in
She's
about
the
a
smart
second.
one. She's
Yeah.
the smart one.
Well, then we want you to play so you
Oh,
can beat
great.
it.
Thanks a lot. Thanks. I appreciate that. What if I don't know enough about Douglasville? Can I still play the game? Can
Yeah,
I
it's
figure
really.
it out?
I don't think.
Yeah, you don't have to have a knowledge of Douglasville.
Okay.
But-
So if I know strategy, then I could
Yeah.
possibly
But you'll
win.
learn a lot about
You
Douglasville
will.
by playing.
Yeah.
I imagine.
Excellent. All right. So out of you two, who usually wins the game?
I usually bid too high. I spend all my money at first, and he
Yeah.
usually wins. He comes back.
I'm kind of conservative. Like, he's out there spending money and, getting a lot of stuff at the beginning of the game and pulling ahead. And it's I try not to panic when I see him pulling ahead. I try to think, okay, well, he's going to run out of money. And then a lot of times I can outbid him later in the game and get things for less.
Hey, honey,
they're playing for money.
Do you have $10?
I think you and the kids clean me up.
I'm giving you,
$3.
we're giving you some money over
Really?
there. Yeah, $115.
Awesome. Let's play the game.
Woo.
Let's take a break on City TV. We'll come back with Tim and Dylan and the City Manager's game. City Connector is back, and we have been playing the City Manager's game with the creators, Tim and Dylan. And if you close in really quickly, you can see how much money I have, but you're supposed to hide this money from everybody. I think I'm winning at this point. I think I'm pretty good shape.
So far, for now.
Yeah. So, but I'm losing as far as population, and part of the City Manager's game is to get the most population and get to what,
200.
200
Yep.
first.
That's your target right
I'm
there.
in last place there.
You have 126.
But I've got the mayor. I've got Mayor Mickey
Yeah.
Thompson on my side.
You also have one of the other cards that you have that is a good one is you actually have Mickey's wife.
I have Janice's State Farm Insurance.
That actually, if you have that card, it protects you from the bad effects of one card one time during the game.
Excellent. So it doesn't matter. It's not necessarily home auto insurance. It's just insurance.
Yeah, it can be insurance from the.
Giant spider attack if the giant spider comes up.
Is there a giant spider attack in
There
this
is a
game?
giant spider attack. You can actually bid on it and play it on somebody else's city, and it has the potential to destroy one thing every turn.
Excellent. All right,
Yeah.
Dylan's up, so he's going to roll.
Yeah, just to kind of bring you up to date where we are right now, and you wouldn't know this. None of us would know the exact amount of money everybody has, but you have $115.
I do.
Yeah.
How did you? Wait a minute.
I
How did you
counted
know? You counted it.
I have 58. Dylan has 42. This is kind of typical because when Dylan and I play, he goes all out at the beginning of the game. Usually he gets way ahead, but he spends his money too fast, and I can kind of sit back and save my money, and then I can outbid him on things. But you're kind of where I am typically.
I've bought some nice properties, and I was pretty conservative with spending. Yet I think I bought the correct properties.
Mm-hmm.
The first turn I was going to say is an auction phase, so that's what we're about to do right now.
Yeah. At the end of each turn, you collect money depending on what you have in your city. And just to give you an idea, last turn you only made like $4. And the reason you only made $4 is because you have the unicorn farm. That loses a lot of money until you reach 150.
But it's plus 35.
Yeah,
that's
that gave
why
you
I
a
got
lot
it,
of people.
Because I can get 35 people right off the bat, and that's why I purchased that.
And
If you can get over 150, you'll start making a lot of money
yeah,
with it. So
instead of losing a lot, you'll make a lot. So that
you need about 24 people to start making money.
Well, that's what's interesting about the game, too. You can actually see where each individual is in the game with their pluses and minuses.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, and for population, obviously, you know where your competitor stands.
So you know who to target.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
you. So we can get you out. So you
Exactly.
ready to work on this
I'm
together?
ready to work, yeah.
Okay.
All right, each round there are 8 cards that come up. And I've already put the 8 down here. So the first property that comes up is Arbor Place Mall.
And so we're going to auction for the Arbor Place
Yeah.
Mall. Not in real life, just in the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
'cause
wouldn't mind in real life.
I
Like a
know.
cat
I would
for
love
about-
to own this thing in real
Yeah.
Well, I shouldn't turn my hand already, but that's a plus 25 people.
Yeah, that's
what
a really
25
good
people.
one.
That's a really good
And
one.
so we're going to start the auctioning off.
I'll
so.
bid $5 on
I'll
it.
bid 15,
And I'm going to bid 20.
25.
30,
35.
I'll pass. I'll be all my money.
40,
I'm glad this is kind of like fake money. I'll do 45.
50.
I'm going to do 55.
See, I've only got.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
got
well,
money.
you don't know how much I have, but
I know,
telling
but
you,
it
I
does-
only have 58. I'm going to pass.
So
Otherwise,
I
I'll
get
be
it
in
for
trouble.
$55. I
Put it in the
get
bank.
$55, and I get Arbor Place Mall.
And you get 25 residents.
So
Yeah.
where am I going on the board?
So you're up to 51 now, or 151. So
That's
yeah,
right.
your unicorn farm's now.
That
in
is,
money.
yeah, that was really good for you because now instead of losing an average of about $12 a turn on the unicorn farm, your unicorn farm is going to start making about $12 a turn.
And that
So that's
makes you the
huge.
new target.
Yeah, you
Great,
are in first
thanks.
now. All right,
I-
here's the next card.
Didn't mean to do that.
This is Frederick Douglass and Stephen A. Douglas. This is a unique card. This is a people card, and people cards you don't bid on. This one here, because the county was named after these two statesmen, they come to the city which have the most businesses with the word Douglas or Douglasville in them.
And the
So-
businesses are these cards that are vertical.
So everybody wants to look at their businesses and see if any of them have the word Douglas or Douglasville in them.
And I've got 3. I've got Douglas County Bank, Douglasville Dental Associates, and Douglasville Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Well, let me ask you this. Does the Douglas Boulevard count?
Has to be in the name of the business.
It has to be in the name of the business. So I have nothing with the name of the business for
All right,
Douglas.
I've got one flag over Douglas Amusement Park. So, I've only got
this
one.
would really be a card that Dylan would
gets.
Yes.
get. Okay.
That is, they add 15 people to your city.
Yeah, so I'm now at 161, so now I'm in the
You're
lead.
still in the lead,
Back
but
in the
you have
lead
the
again.
least amount of money.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah. All right, Billy the Kid.
Ooh, that looks like that might be detrimental.
Yeah.
That's actually Billy Mayhew, the president
President of Douglas County Bank. Yeah, he dressed
So the
up.
irony is,
Nice. He's a nice guy. You probably could get a good loan from him.
yeah,
Just don't make him mad.
That's right.
-7. If he comes to your
Billy
city,
the
your city
Kid.
actually loses 7
Well, you
people.
picked it, so it belongs to you.
And this
All
is
right.
where they have preferences. So they go to the city with the most things they like.
Yeah, and here's what he likes. He likes Jesse James.
Which I have.
Okay, you have one. Attorneys, and nobody has any attorneys.
No, I don't.
The Gold Museum.
Nobody has that.
A
Sorry.
lot of these are things that he would like to, hold
That's
up.
right, yeah.
Tipsy Horse Bar and Casino. Nobody has that. Snake Oil Salesman.
I
The
think
Cowboy Shop.
I've seen him at the bar and casino before, I think.
Unicorn Farm. He likes that. Yeah. Santa Claus.
Which I have. That's
So
two
you've
for
got
me.
2. So
Yeah.
whoever has the
he
most.
likes banks.
Yeah, and he likes banks, and I have the bank, so
Oh,
he comes
you're
to
done,
me.
man.
So I go back 7.
Oh, okay. So I see how that works.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's great. Okay.
Yeah, because 7 people. I mean, with Billy the Kid in your city, some of these
Exactly.
people wanted to move out.
All right.
Here's the
This
next
game
card.
is fun.
Yeah, it really is. Okay.
Plus
there it is.
8.
That's Chris Womack, who
He's
was
a
just
good
on the
guy.
show.
And he's one of the few people that you bid on, and whoever wins him gets to lock up one of the negative people.
If you lock up with a negative person, it adds the population back to your city.
I love it.
So in your case, if you win the bidding on Chris Womack, you can actually lock up Dougie the Water Monster.
that'll-
And
take
I
away
would
the-
like to get rid of Dougie the Water Monster because Chris, if he comes and visits me, there's trouble with that, right? Let me show you the Water Monster. The Water Monster is -15.
Yes.
But if he's +8, I can just switch him out.
Yeah, actually, Chris comes to your city, you would add 8 people, and you would add 15 people by getting rid of the Water Monster. You'd actually gain 23 people.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want
But
to
you got to win the bidding first.
Okay, that's great. Well, I know I have the most money, so we'll start the bidding.
Maybe. I don't know. You spent that
with
much on Arbor
$3.
Place.
I start the
I'll bid
bidding.
5,
10,
11,
20.
25.
26.
I would try to get rid
I'll
of
pass.
Blackbeard.
Running out of
All
money.
right, I'm
aren't
going to
you?
pass because I think that's going to give me more money than you.
$26. All right. I get the chief for $26, and then I get rid of
You get rid of Dougie the Water Monster.
Dougie the Water Monster.
That's coming out of the fountain in downtown.
We don't like him anymore.
So he's going to really gain 8 for having Chris Womack and gaining 15 for losing Dougie. What
Isn't that
color is he?
great?
Green?
He's green.
Okay. So he gains 23. He was at 171, so he's at, or 151. He's at 174
Look at that
now.
math. That's good math, man.
I practice a lot.
So yeah, you're only like 26 away from winning the game.
you're
at
getting
this
really
point.
close.
Yes, but I'm only like $26 in my hand.
Yeah.
Or a little bit more,
I've
maybe.
got more money than you know.
Now this card is the Glee Club card. Whoever wins this card can put 3 other people together to form a Glee Club, and that gives you more money because people want to come see him.
To get to be on the show?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and you basically pick any 3 people that are in your city. So it's not going to help your population, but it's going to give you a little more money. At this point, I'm more concerned about my population, but I'll still bid 5 because
I'll bid 6.
So do you have to sing if you win the Glee card? Because if I do
Would you
that,
like to
I heard you were a good singer.
I'll
heard.
I'll drive you guys away from the table.
It'll cause your population to go down.
I'm going to bid $6. Is that where we're at?
I'll bid 7.
I'll bid 8.
I'm getting out of this one.
I'll pass 2.
All right, so $8. Yeah, if it was earlier in the game, I'd be more excited about that one because it would give me money through the whole game. Okay,
So
now
now
I have
you
to
wanna-
pick 3 people out of, and it doesn't really matter, but it's just kind of fun to pick. I'm going to pick Sasquatch, Captain Herb Emery, and Fire Chief Scott Spencer.
All right,
That'll
so-
be my Glee Club.
Okay, that's your
Yeah.
Glee Club. Okay.
3-part harmony
Yeah.
right there.
Basically,
Does Captain Herb know about that? Can you imagine him
yet.
in the helicopter singing? That'd be awesome, man.
all right, now we have another card.
And there's 8 cards that go up every round.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of plays at the same time. That's what's cool about the game.
Yeah.
It's not really turns, so nobody's really bored.
Right.
Everybody's
Yeah.
bidding at the
Exactly.
same time.
I think after I leave this show, I'm going to become a hand model.
That's All-Star Movers. Whoever wins that can take a card from somebody else's city and move it to their city.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
This
that is
a
a
good
really
one.
good card.
Yeah, even though it said +3 when I first saw that, I'm like, it's only
Yeah.
+3. But to have that added
Yeah.
to it,
And it
Like-
also gives you money too at the end of the, end of
Yeah.
the auction phase.
so it gives you money. Does it say that on the card? Does
Yeah.
it tell you all of those things on the card?
the part down there, kind of where your finger is, that gives you the money that it makes or loses at different population levels.
Okay.
in this
And it-
case, over 70 people that makes money.
Yeah.
Under 70 it loses money.
Okay, over 70 maybe.
and everybody
under 70.
in this game right now is over
So
70
this
people.
is a valuable card at this
Yeah,
stage.
because
of the
whoever
game.
wins this card can basically take something from another city.
Yeah. So I'll bid 20 on it.
I'll bid 25.
26,
I'll pass.
I'll bid 30.
32,
35.
36,
40.
That's yours, man.
Okay. So that's a good card. Okay, so I get 3 people for getting the movers. And then I want to try to get the most valuable thing that I can, which looks like is the unicorn farm.
You're still in last place, though, just to let you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, now if I take the unicorn
That's
farm,
35.
that adds 35. If you lose a business, it doesn't cause your population to go down. Let's see. So that puts me at 182.
182,
so
which
I'm
puts you in
snuck
the
into
lead.
the lead. Yeah,
Now,
temporarily.
being the creator of the game doesn't give you an advantage now, does it?
Just a slight
He
one.
kind of knows. We kind of know what cards are in there.
Now
so.
we know
Yeah.
that he has no money, Dylan.
Yeah, I know.
Now we can- now we can get
that was
him.
about all my money. And so you're actually probably, either you or Dylan is in really good shape.
That's a frightening picture. That's the saber-toothed were-panther.
Yeah. That actually, believe it or not, that's my cat. His name is Ted Nugent, and when I bought the camera to take pictures,
Does Ted know about that?
he
would be offended.
he is, he's such a sweet cat. He was like laying in my lap, and it was like about 3 inches from his face, and I took the picture. I thought, man, he looks scary. So he's actually a saber-toothed were-panther, and he loses, the city he comes to loses 5 people. And do you want to read what he likes?
So this
Dylan?
is what he matches up with. Go ahead.
Yeah.
He likes the Cheshire Cat,
Which
which
I
is
have.
right there. The Fairy Tale Lake and Forest, the Park System, the Unicorn Farm, which now is yours as
Yeah,
well.
man.
watch out.
Giuseppe Tiramisu, who's like a
Cryptozoologist.
cryptozoologist. Humpty Dumpty, the Fallout Shelter, Sasquatch, which is also
Man.
yours.
Oh,
Cow
yeah.
Yard and Sphinx.
Okay,
Guess what?
So I've got, I
Minus
get
5.
him.
So
Minus
you're-
5.
So
I'm at
Feeling of his card came back
177.
to get you.
So you go back.
One of the things that was fun in designing the game was trying to think of what some of these people would like. What would the saber-toothed were-panther like, trying to come up with their preferences. The real people in the game, like, say, for example, Captain Herb, we actually sent him a survey, and he filled out what he
that's
liked.
cool.
Yeah, so it matches
that's
up
great.
with what they like in
So
real
they
life.
really do. So like if you were to get Mickey Thompson
Yeah.
in real life, he tells us that he likes local government officials. He loves his wife, Janice Thompson. That was a smart move on the mayor's part. That's exactly right. This guy knows what he's talking about right there, okay? He knows what he's talking about. He put his wife on the list. Chamber of Commerce, Cultural Arts Center. Boy, is he kissing some butt or what?
It'll be worth a few votes.
Brent and Michael Perrin,
Those are his grandchildren.
George Washington, City TV 22. Well, he wins. No wonder why I have him. That's awesome, man.
This is the final card in the round, and this card can really make a difference. Do you want to read this
This
one?
is
Dylan?
called the negative person hot air balloon. We couldn't think of a better name for it. Basically, whoever wins, you put 3 people that are negative in the balloon, and then you roll a dice. And then if it's a 1 or a 2, it goes to the city on your left. If it's a 3 or a 4, it comes back to your own city. And if it's a 5 or a 6, it goes to the city on your right. So you can pack 3 negative people in the balloon and send them
You
away.
don't have any
I don't have any negative people,
Yeah,
so-
I've got plenty here in my city.
So
Dylan
how do I
does
do
too.
this if I don't have
I would
negative
just
people?
pass because you don't really want to
Yeah,
spend
save your
money
money.
on it.
So
yeah.
I'm going to pass.
I'll bet 20.
All right, I'm going to pass because I don't have enough
All right,
money.
so I got 20. And I'm going to put Billy the Kid, Jesse
Man.
James, and Wicked Jim DeVito, who's kind of like
Yeah.
a mafia boss. It's actually my brother and his dog. But he was photoshopped to look like
Yeah.
a mafia boss.
Those all together, that's worth -10, -7, and -7. That's -24.
So I'm going to roll. If it's a 1 or a 2, it goes to him. 3 or 4, it goes to me. And 5 or 6, it goes to
Well,
you.
let's hope for 5 or 6.
Let's
Here
hope
we
it's
go.
not. Ugh.
4.
And it comes right back to me.
you.
So I
Okay.
just wasted $20,
Yeah.
basically. That's what happened there.
All right, and that card goes away. So that's basically what a round is like.
Okay, great.
One of the neat things about the game too is in a typical game you only use maybe a third of the cards. So no game is really alike.
Right.
And the other thing I guess that's kind of unique is that the strategy in a game really depends on what everybody else is doing. You know, if everybody else is bidding a lot, you kind of want to hold back. You know,
That's right. We're going to play one more. And
Okay.
as a matter of fact, I want you, I'm just going to have you cut the deck, okay?
Okay.
You cut the deck.
Okay.
Just like playing cards at home, right? Okay. Now I want you to tap the deck, okay?
All right.
Okay. Now is this the card that you picked earlier?
It is.
Okay,
it is.
great.
That
Isn't that
is
amazing?
That
Isn't
is
this amazing? I want you to see that. It's a +5. That's the card that he picked earlier. Not only is this a great card game or a board game, this is also a great card game to do tricks with for birthday parties. It's called the City Manager's Game. Tim and Dylan, thank you very much
Thank
for
you very
inviting
much.
us to
Yeah,
play.
thank you for playing.
And thanks for being on City TV. We'll be right back with the interactive community calendar. Tim won. Who knew? He's the developer. I would welcome you back to City Connector as we kind of wrap it up with our city manager's game. I want to thank Tim and Dylan for stopping by and playing the game with us. Do they have
There's going to be a special presentation of the game over at Borders on February 12th, and it's going to be from 3 to 4, and there could be some celebrities there.
Oh, cool. And I knew that you would know all of that stuff.
Of course.
Well, it's got some cool celebrities here from Douglasville inside the game.
Hey,
Not like actually inside the game, but you know what I'm saying.
And we're looking forward to seeing inside the new police facility.